Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm going to type in my website real quick. I am Andrea. Ooh, those big letters. We don't like that. Welcome to my moderators. Thank you for being with me. For donating your time. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Beautiful Bliss. Hi, Christopher James. Hello, Victoria. Hello, Ella Chi. Thank you so much for donating your time on here. Both Brandy and Ella Chi donate a lot of time to keep the chat room clean. I'm one of the lucky readers that doesn't have a lot of negative comments, but occasionally someone creeps up. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Manuela. That's a pretty name. Manuela? Hello, Melissa. I can't pronounce the name above Melissa. Hello. Plasma, John Doe, blessings of bliss to all beings. Keep an eye on him. That's quite an auspicious name. Hello, Norma. Hello, Ken. Hello, Autumn. That's pretty. Such pretty names. I'm Andrea Cox. Those of you who don't know me, I am a detox specialist by trade. I have a second YouTube channel here on YouTube called Andrea Cox TV. There's about 18,000 subscribers over there and 4 million views. Do check it out and subscribe. Hit the bell notification when you do. I have a little intention prayer under there for each of us. Have a feeling a few of you are worried about finances right now. So that is what that intention prayer is for those of you who are. Tax season, all that good stuff. This is going to be channeled messages from the divine masculine to the divine feminine, and from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. I actually shot a very impromptu, very late video last night, and I ended up deleting it because I felt like I took it to a place I didn't want to go. I'm not going to censor myself at all for anyone, but I do feel like there are times that something comes out of my mouth that I feel may be taken out of context. I too have a personal life, and not much of one right now, but at any rate, I do want to be respectful of others. And I realize that even though these messages are general, things can be taken the wrong way. So I'm going to ask if anyone knows where I can get a good Tibetan singing bowl, please let me know. I'd really like to have one on the channel to open each reading with. I'd also like to know if anyone knows what this stone is right here. It was given to me by a woman reader that said, this is what I needed. I have some little stones out here for confidence. And I have this bigger stone out here for confidence as well. This is a stone for confidence. Please don't ask me what stones are. I could read a book on them and then I would be the know-all of stones. But I feel like if my brain gets any more information, it may explode. This is a stone of confidence. If we have a crystal expert, I would love you to comment. Yeah, Kanya, I deleted the video from last night, but I'm going to share a few messages from it. These are stones for manifestation and confidence as well. Little onyx. Good money stone. Good to clear the energy. Just some little stones that I thought we would have to kind of bring the energy in. If I have any Virgos in the room, I want to make sure I get this even because Virgos like everything symmetrical. You know who you are, especially if you have a Virgo moon or rising in Vedic or so just kind of ask your guides, spirit, Jesus of Nazareth, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Mother Mary, Buddha, whoever your spirit guides are, maybe your grandmother. I know my grandma is my spirit guide. Just ask them to come in and just calm the energy and to guide you to the messages that are meant for you. It's also nice if you have some good water next to you to kind of just clear your body. What I shared last night was Strawberry Letter 23, I think it was called. It's actually a song from the 70s, song from before I was born. But I have a lot of songs come to me that my dad used to play. He played a lot of Van Morrison, or at least he did when he'd be in the car with me. We'd be driving. My mom played a lot of Stevie Nicks. My sisters played a lot of Led Zeppelin. Not the biggest fan of Led Zeppelin, love Stevie Nicks. But at any rate, my dad's never come to me as like a guide. Those of you who don't know, my dad passed away when I was 10 in a car accident. Not a pretty situation, kind of like the car, catches on fire, hits an embankment, blows up, and, not exactly. There was a survivor, and then he, I guess, couldn't get out of the car or something. But I've never really felt, and I shared this last night, that he made it over to the other side. I felt like he may have still had lessons to learn here and that he reincarnated as someone else. I definitely know that to be true now. Definitely, without a doubt, know that to be true. And over the past year, I've felt really protected. Really over the past 4 years. But especially the past year. And reincarnations can happen in the most unlikely people, right? Can be someone younger than you that reincarnates as a parent, right? Because if you grew up and had years with your parent, and then your parents say died in like the 80s or something, the similarities are always very ironic. But when it hits you, you'll know. I feel like we have a twin flame couple that is in separation. They each have a soulmate that could be like kind of a reincarnated, possibly even a parent. You're being asked to look at the names. Middle name, first name, last name. When people reincarnate, they can reincarnate as the same sex or the opposite sex. There could have been a situation where you just kind of felt drawn to someone, right? It was like you felt like you knew them. It was like almost a magnetic pull, almost a feeling of safety there that maybe you hadn't had ever, or in a very, 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 very long time. There's a little boy running up the street. I'm going to let you all see him. He's running on the sidewalk. So look right there. He's going to run. You look out the window. He's running. Come on. Keep running. Look at him. Do you see him? He's going to pass right now. See him? There he goes. Oh, his little feet went. He was so cute and fat. So I started having really vivid dreams about my dad in November 2017. I started hearing a lot of Van Morrison songs. This is going to relate to a lot of you because I wouldn't be sharing it if I didn't think it would. It wouldn't. And then last night I had 3 clients and they all always hit me up at the same time. I would say they're my most, well, yesterday, last night, over the weekend, I would say they're my most evolved 3 clients, 2 males, 1 female, 2 from New York, 1 lives in Colorado. They're clients that do the work. They do the work. They do the internal work. They do the yoga. They do the work, right? They know the journey. They know what they're involved in. They know why they're separated. They know, right? The males know how to care for a woman. They know that leaving the divine feminine without clarity stunts her growth, right? They know their responsibility as a male. They don't allow outside influences, other people, third parties, things like that affect them. If they have in the past, they take ownership of that. They're very responsible men. And the young lady, beautiful, stunning, just gorgeous, and very versed in education, very. So whenever all 3 of them, and this has happened 3 times, hit me up on the same day and are like, okay, I need an emergency reading with you, or I need a reading with you this week, or okay, let's go ahead and move forward on the retreat. I know that we're having an energy shift because they're all very, we're all growing spiritually. These are 3 people that have done a lot of work on themselves, and I'm grateful for them. So I knew we were having an energy shift this week. Last night, the 3rd one had a tower moment. And when she reached out to me, it was like the downloads came. I shared this with you guys last night. It was like the downloads came. I was getting ready to go to sleep, and then I was wide awake, and it was just like I heard that song. My nose is a little stuffy. It's Hello, My Love. Da, 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 da. This is a song that was written before I was born, but I kept thinking it was called Hello, My Love. It turns out it's called Strawberry Letter 23. But I first looked up Hello, My Love. So there's 2 songs I want you to look up. One is called Hello, My Love, and it's a new song by like some kind of cheesy boy band, but it's actually, if you listen to the lyrics, it's very, very, very subject to the way the divine masculine sees the divine feminine, an angel. Even if those around the divine masculine don't like the divine masculine knows her heart. They know her purity. They know her loyalty. They know the goodness in her, along with the bad. The second one, Strawberry Letter 23, I found out was what the song was called. And it's that, hello, my love. Da, 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 da. The word magic is in there. There's a lot of, I think you guys will find that listening to older music, even before your time, really resonates with you around this time. Van Morrison, some of the older Motown bands, things of that nature. So those songs came through, and the messages that were coming to me were the divine masculine wants to rush in, but they know that you've put up boundaries, divine feminine. They know. And if you're in a same-sex relationship, it's whoever is more masculine and feminine. You know the drill. They know that you've set boundaries now to where they would have to speak the truth. My feet are so cold right now that I might have to get a space heater. And my heat is on. They know that they would have to come in and be honest. There are a lot of things hidden. A lot of things hidden. A lot of things that you'll never know. And you have to be okay with that. They also know that it holds you back. It holds your growth back from not being honest. When they're not honest with you, it holds your growth back. I also shared last night that everyone has a situation going on. It doesn't mean they're being intimate, right? But everyone has a situation going on where there's 3 people. There's at least 3 people around. Everyone, male, female, divine masculine, divine feminine, everyone. Everyone has a significant partner from the past. Maybe they have children with them. Maybe they've been married to them for several years. Maybe they spent 10, 20 years with them. Then they have the twin flame, the person they're in partnership with, the person that they are to build with, the person that they were meant to come here and do the work with. And then they have another person. For a lot of people, the other person is just sexual. For some of the feminine who have chosen not to partake in intimacy because they know it's lowering their vibration because it's kind of meaningless, the third person is just someone who admires them. The men were in movement, forward movement, and a lot of the men are not going to rush in. They're not going to return because they can't face the fact that they would need to be honest. And even though it really, really has held back the divine feminine's growth, they actually see some aspect of it. Well, look, she did this, or she built that.
It's 19 hours.
Or she did this because I held back. That's not the truth. There have been several aspects of time where the divine masculine could have come in and been absolutely honest, and they chose not to. And they know that it has held you back. You're being asked, divine feminine, to have compassion for the divine masculine, even though it's extremely hard to do because of the unsincere, the lies, the manipulation, the bullshit. For some of you, they had a partner from the past the entire time they were with you, and you just never know. For others of you, your intuition led you into finding out what was going on, and they think it was through spying, but literally it was the divine leading you on a path to show you the truth. I know my guides did. It was literally a fact of not wanting to drive across town to get my hair done that led me to discovering the truth. That's how, and I'm pretty picky about my hair. You guys have all seen my hair. Let me grab something real quick to. Sorry, it's a little bright, but I'm gonna need something over here. That's better. I don't like to see cords, so there we go. For some of you, there's a lot of, what's a good word? Disgust that other feminine energies would allow the divine masculine to disgrace them and you as a divine feminine. We are living in an age, in my opinion, that women should support women. And I'm not a feminist. I'm probably about the girliest girl you'll ever meet. I have 3 closets full of dresses. But when you're in a relationship with air sign after air sign, right? Obviously, my past life karma, my Saturn, my karmic, my past life areas in my chart in both Vedic and Western are all air placements. So I'm dealing with, you can step into your masculine, be pushed into your masculine, feel unprotected, and feel like you have to step in that role of husband, wife, child, that dynamic. There's a lot of disgust. There was a lot of disgust when you found out that, for many of you, that there was other feminine parties involved that were not only keeping it in the dark. For some of you, you confronted the situation and were boldly lied to. Poker face, And for some of you, some of these divine feminine have put up with this stuff for years, right? How confidence destroying is that? For others of you, the there was a new person brought in and maybe they weren't told the truth, right? But then once they knew the truth, they continued to partake. And so you have to understand that not only do you see that person, that third party entity, as having no respect for themselves, the divine masculine also sees them as having no respect for themselves. Because once someone knows that there's three people involved, as a feminine energy, as a woman who respects herself, you're obviously going to pull back unless you don't respect yourself, unless you're insecure, unless you feel that you need that fulfillment knowing that someone is married or they're in a relationship or they didn't even tell their partner, or they're just they can't make up their mind about what they're going to do. That to me would be the biggest slap in the face, right? If someone can't make up their mind on whether or not they want to be with you or someone else, why would you ever give them a single ounce of your time? You wouldn't. And the problem is they know this, and that's why they're not coming forward. They know that you know, and they know you're the one. A lot of the divine masculine are in their ego right now, partying a lot, heavily influenced by friends. For a lot of them, their friends, even their family, coworkers, whoever, are influencing them to disgrace the divine feminine, to move forward, to move on. They keep trying to move forward and move on, but they keep looking back. So they take two steps with someone new that they're kind of into. They'll get more into them as they grow or what have you, but they know you're the one. So they keep looking back. They keep looking back. They keep looking back. For a lot of you, you felt the energy of the divine masculine trying to come around for the last 6 months, 6 to 8 months, right? Showing up where they knew you frequented, places that they knew you went at certain times of the day. For many of you, you even bumped into them. Say you frequent a gym or frequent a grocery store, and this is a place that they absolutely loathed, right? Maybe they thought you spent much money at this place. Maybe they thought that, maybe they said, oh, that place is a ripoff. I would never shop there. Maybe they live on the other side of town, yet they're there 3 times a week, waiting to bump into you. They know. So for a lot of you, they're trying to make this look like some type of spontaneous run-in, some type of spontaneous serendipitous moment. When what would really earn your respect is a simple phone call with an apology. They need not even show up at the front door. Or showing up at the front door and saying, I'm sorry. For a lot of you, they are watching you on social media. They do love you. But you don't feel that. A lot of the divine feminine have suffered energetically, emotionally, self-esteem wise. For a lot of you, they have gotten jobs or are building homes or are moving away or have gotten an opportunity where they're going to move away. For some of you, that's actually going to bring you together, but they have to let go of these third party situations. For some of you, these are people who are, 40, 45, 50, 55 years old, 60, and still haven't gotten it together. For many of you, this is being influenced by drugs or alcohol, other addictions, sexual addictions, drugs, alcohol. For a lot of the divine feminine, you're overeating because it's been so long since you've fulfilled that part of yourself, that intimacy, that sexuality that some of the divine feminine maybe had a one night stand just to kind of feel good about themselves again, and it kind of backfired on them. For some of the divine feminine, you're beginning to fall in love with someone else. There's someone that's much kinder, much gentler, much softer towards you. There's someone that I don't want to say don't question how they feel about you. Please watch this from the beginning when you log on, but there's someone that wants to heal you, divine feminine. But really, the only person that can truly heal you is this person that caused the pain to begin with. For some of you, this person is going to come in, or maybe they came in this past weekend and I'm a little too slow on the draw. And if so, I'm apologizing now. But you are being asked not to sleep with them because this situation hasn't been grounded in a long time. And it's not, if you do make that mistake, you're going to go through like 2 years of just bullshit, absolute, utter bullshit. For some of you, the divine masculine is confused about who his divine feminine counterpart, his twin flame, is, but they know because the person that they are deeply connected with, they have a deep rooted spiritual connection with that is intuitive, extremely intuitive, telepathic almost. For some of you, if you think back over the time you've known this person, you can think of a time where you said something to them and they said, I felt that. I felt that. I knew that. For some of you, drugs and outside influences, other people influencing this person is what the demise of the situation was. It's never too late, but as every day goes on, you lose your love for this person more and more. It's not like your heart is ever growing and expanding and opening up to someone who is a ghost, right? It's for some of you. For some of you, this past weekend or this week, I feel like it's tomorrow. I feel like is tomorrow the 11th? There's something about the number 11 that is really powerful. Is it the 11th, March 11th? It's almost my birthday. Okay. For some of you, tomorrow is the day the door closes forever. It just does. It closes. Closes. And it is forever. With the way the planetary shifts are, it is forever. That does not mean you are to reach out to anyone. They know. For those of you who email me, who get private readings and are like, should I reach out? Should I reach out? Should I reach out? Let me explain something to you. Are you the one that ended it? Are you the one who didn't try to make it work over and over again after they walked away? Because I think for most of you, you didn't end it and you continually tried to reach out with love, even expressing how distressed you were, and got no answers. And then for like the past, I think in probably for those of you who this happened a long, long time ago, probably June, July, summertime of 2018, you transitioned into like not not going after them. And then every time they tried to come back, it wasn't authentic. They didn't come back sitting you down to have a conversation or wanting to take you to dinner to try to talk about things. They came back with like, could have been money, could have been gifts, could have been lies, more lies, saying they've been alone all along and blah, blah, blah. They've been working, it was just all more stuff, right? They know they've held you back. Super Chats is on, by the way, you guys. I just noticed that. Super Chats is on, by the way. FYI, free programming. Sammy, you're so funny. I probably do, Sammy. So, for a lot of you, you are being harassed by the other divine feminine or friends or family members of this person. Oh, thank you, Virgo, with Scorp Sting. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't see Loto. I can't really see that well. So I think the most hope is for those of you that someone has moved or is moving away. There's several of you. Write in the comments if that's happening to you. I've got several of my clients that this is happening to. Because the space will allow you to work on yourselves separately while coming together. And they know who is for them and who is not. For some of them, they just don't want the conflict. They want something perfect. And the first fight that perfect situation has, they'll be gone. They won't be able to handle it. I will tell you, and I hope this gives you peace, if something was built upon someone else's back, if something was built on the pain of another, right? Meaning if something began while someone else was in the dark, that will not last. And that will end worse than your situation did. Mark my words. Mega clear dreams about that. Mega clear dreams. Mega clear dreams. It might even carry on for like, and I know you guys don't want to hear this. I feel the number 7 months, 7 years, but they will end up high and dry by the time that's over. So if you were in a committed partnership with someone, right? And this is really bothering me. You guys, I'm going to have to get another candle because I can't see. Hang on. Okay, we have the healing candle. These are great candles. These are my favorite. A lot of you guys are asking if I have a P.O. box. I do not. And I am so flattered that you want to send gifts. I always say that I'll give people my address because I've got so much Scorpio in my chart. No one would ever try to screw with me because they're probably afraid. I have witch in my family. Okay, so I'm just kidding. So for a lot of you, I am going to do a reading here. Oh, thank you so much, Web Team Management. No, you're never long gone from your soul path. I know who you are. You're one of my clients. You're in New York, Web Team Management, right? I know who you are, Pisces, right? 1111. Hey, how are you, sweetie? Oh, he's such a good-hearted person. Love him. Reach out to him if you need Web Team Management. Pisces Dragon, so am I. I know, I recognize that name from your email address. Okay, I'm getting barefoot and getting more comfortable here, you guys. So for a lot of you, if you were in a committed relationship, and do watch this video from the beginning and choose your messages that are for you. If you were in a committed relationship, in a committed partnership, so, we live in the day of social media. Say you were on social media with someone, you thought you were in a committed relationship, you were with someone more than a year plus, some of you it was a lot longer. You found out because someone sent you an email. Someone sent you a message. Now, for some of the divine masculine, there was a family member or a friend or an ex that had done some black magic or something on the situation. Big time fire energy, Ari Leo Sag on that. And you just started fighting in your partnership and you could not. It was like you went, thank you so much, Mermaid Mia. Bless your heart. Love and light to you as well, honey. The overeating's going to stop. I can help you with that. So for some of you, someone had been in we're talking 10, 20, 30-year situation. And there had been some magic done or something. Could have been from a mother-in-law, could have been from father-in-law, could have been from a ex-partner that they were with for a very long time that was, quote, spiritual, but was into some, Santeria or some black magic or something like that. And something like that may have been done for a few of you. And so you need to get a black candle, light a candle of protection, say a protection prayer, write a protection petition. I can help you with that. I'm not going to do it for you. Okay. I don't invite other energies into my home. For also burning some copal in your house would help. So you probably were with your divine partner, having amazing sex, getting to know each other. You'd have minor bickering, but nothing major. Then all of a sudden shit hit the fan, right? The whole relationship became one big conflict, right? That was because someone hexed your relationship. Those days are over. We got rid of the dark energies in 2018. It's I don't remember the exact time, but I think by March of 2018, all the dark energy was gone. So that should have healed and came back together, but the divine masculine was far too scared. Thank you for all the super chats, you guys. I do appreciate it. The divine masculine was too scared to come back in, and then that was it, right? They didn't want to tell you the truth. For others of you, you started getting, some of you have a lot of people that maybe follow you on the internet. Maybe you have a lot of followers. You could have a YouTube channel. You could have a You could have a big following on Instagram, social media. Someone started sending you emails. And that's when you realized something was off. So the communication had become less and less, and then all of a sudden you were getting anonymous emails. For some of you females, you have an ex-partner who could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or a Cancerian. Strong Gemini, Aquarius, Cancerian, Leo. A few Aries. Who sent whoever your new partner is with anonymous messages of lies. Just out of jealousy. This is probably a partner you've been broke up with for several years. And just using a fake account or what have you, started emailing that they were cheating or something like that. It was all lies. It was all lies. But the divine masculine bought into it. For others of you, there was a family member that repeatedly sabotages the divine masculine's partnerships. This could be like an adult child. But the divine masculine has power over his own life. He makes his own decisions. For others of you, it was a boss who was jealous of your divine masculine and jealous of the relationship and said something undermining to the divine masculine to make him think that the divine feminine was less than, when really she's more than. And they know it. For others of you, I know in my situation, especially, I reached a point in 2018 where I just literally called him up at work and said, will you please take your like cover photo down on Facebook? That's a lie, please. So no cheating, no anything. You just knew something was off and didn't want the lie to be there when you guys weren't seeing each other. And some of you regret that because you think that kind of opened the door to, you have to be true to yourself. Most of the divine feminine woke who were in this situation at the end of 2017, beginning of 2018. Sorry, I had a pop-up box there. Some of them fought the awakening, and they're going to be awakening now. A lot of the divine masculine have fought this awakening. For some of the divine masculine, their addiction is different partners. For others, their addiction is drug or alcohol related. A lot of alcohol. Oh, we're going to delete this person right here. Bye-bye. All covered up today, question mark. How nice. That's a first. Well, that's easy to say when your name and picture is covered up. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'll let you listen, but you're going to be hid from now on. Poor guy. Several ugly messages in there from that one. Ta-ta. No, you can go ahead and leave them, Elachi. They may learn something. It's probably someone I know. It's okay. If you've just gotten some news that someone could be going away, prayer is a very powerful thing. Meditating on the love you once had for this person, focusing on the good. For some of you, you have a photo of you with the divine masculine that takes you back to, or maybe it's a photo of them off the internet or something, that takes you back to a really positive time with them. Maybe it's a photo of you that you're really happy that they took of you. You can just send them positive energy from your heart, even if you don't want them back. Healing energy from your heart. The healing video that I put up for sale a month ago is really good, you guys. It's $69. It's $67. Really good. Really good. It takes you through the steps of healing your inner child. For some of you, the divine masculine have a really shitty person guiding them. This is either a feminine energy from their distant past, or it's a feminine energy that's trying to give them sound advice that just wants to get in with them because they think they have money, or it's a really bad therapist, like a really bad therapist. Bottom line here is, let me take a drink of water. The divine masculine know that it stunts your growth forward to not be 100% clear with you about what has happened so you can move forward. Or by moving forward with you and not being clear, they know that this hurts you. They know that it slows you down. They know that it takes up needless space and energy from your life and your mind. Whoever Samantha 1111 is, I don't use the term karmic. I don't think we have karmic partners. Every relationship you will be in will have a karmic chain of events, because everyone we meet in this lifetime, most people are soulmates. You know, you can have hundreds of soulmates, one twin flame, but hundreds of soulmates. Guy pumping your gas at the gas station can be a soulmate. Your dog can be a soulmate from a past life. Every soulmate or partnership will have a chain of karmic events in it. It's how you work through them that determines, usually the ones that have the most challenges, the most challenging ones, that's your person. That's the one you're supposed to kind of really put in the effort. Now, if someone's addicted to meth and they're not getting help or something, you're not going to work that out, right? If someone, has gotten 5 people pregnant in the 20 years you've been married to them, or they're a chronic cheater, you're not going to put in any energy for that. If you find out someone lies to you once, and you can work through that. No one's too busy for you, Tina. If they're too busy, they're not into you. I have to say that. If they're too busy, Tina, then there's something wrong. If someone is into you, they will find the time. They will find the time. They will find the time. Think about your situation with your divine masculine. If you've been with someone for longer than a year, right? I'm not talking about a soulmate that came in to like heal you, or because you got to be careful with these soulmates. You do. For a lot of you, you were beginning to fall for someone that came in that may not have had the best intentions at heart and may have watched you for a very long time, may have even known the divine masculine and may have seen a way in, right? So you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful. It's almost like I almost like feel the word sting operation. Like for some of you, your divine masculine may have wanted to leave you and they may have sent someone in. I mean, there's a lot of different scenarios, and I'm not trying to plant seeds. I'm trying to be honest here. There's a lot of betrayal, a lot of secrets, a lot of dark energy, a lot of things you don't know, a lot of things that the divine masculine knows that you wouldn't be able to handle, but doesn't really realize that it's worse for you to go clueless, right? Thank you, Sammy. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Gosh, I feel like I should write you a check. You need a private reading. You're always like, with all this money you donate, you need to get a private reading for goodness sake. Thank you so much. Well, Tina, I'm not going to sequel you out and just kind of answer your questions on here, but it's not, if someone's too busy, you have to ask yourself, if someone is too busy, what are they busy with? And are they reaching out to you? You have to be really honest with yourself when these kind of things come up. There's a difference between processing, right, and being too busy. For some of you, the divine masculine knows how pissed you are and they're scared to come in, right? But what they don't seem to fathom, right, is that every day that goes by, you get more pissed. Now, if you're where I'm at, you've dropped it and you're trying to help the collective. You don't even, like, a week will go by and they won't even enter your mind. Do you know what I mean? You're just focusing on building whatever you're working on, right? But also where I'm at, where I know a big part of the feminine collective is, there's a little too much hermiting going on. So we really need to focus on getting out, right? We've had like a very long time of hermiting. For others of us, there's more than one person trying to come in, right? And let's get into the cards and do a reading. Is everybody into doing a quick reading? FYI, this is Mountain Valley spring water. I'm not hitting the bottle. I don't think I've ever hit the bottle. Not that there's, we all have our time. Some of you are dehydrated because I feel like a fish right now. Those of you who are overeating, I could sell you like my $100 detox program on andreacox.com or something like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you to go more plant-based, listen to your body, start the day with like free yoga on YouTube or something like that. Emperor. Let go of the control issues. Let this go. If you have someone in your life that is trying to control your movement forward by pushing things under the rug, it's time you drop this person. This emperor energy. Someone who's never had control of their life, but desires to control you by keeping secrets. Let it go. And let the trash go with him, her, whoever. I'll tell you right now, this person's looking back straight at you, not at the person they're with. They're pretending to. They're not. They're not. And you feel it. You feel it. Yeah. Here they are. What is this? Five of Swords. Oh, no. That was Five of Swords reversed. So they see you as being the Five of Swords reversed. You're not in mental mind fuckery anymore. Thank you so much, Teresa Collins. Thank you for the $5. Thank you, guys. So they're seeing Five of Swords reversed. So in the upright, you're in mental mind, hell. In the reverse, you're not, you know. And this is also true for those of you who had a soulmate come in where you had a really good soul tie with someone. This is the same scenario. They know you know. They know you're kind of pissed because you feel like you may have hurt another female. And they're scared shitless that you're going to tell the female. Some of you are. Some of you actually are. Some of you are sending anonymous emails, things of that nature. Me, myself, I would not do that. I like to let these things kind of unfold how they will, pull your energy away from the situation, right? You deserve an apology. They know that. They know that. Oof. Knight of Wands reversed, that in and out behavior, but it's reversed. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Someone cut through the bullshit. Let's get on these beautiful cards. Okay. Call your spirit guides in. Thank you for all the donations. You guys are wonderful. Ooh, someone wanted to fly out. We have the Knave of Chalices. God, this guy is everywhere. He's good looking, isn't he? It's a younger guy with water in his chart, right? I have lipstick on my finger, sorry. I mean, he works out, right? He probably takes creatine, drinks L-glutamine on an empty stomach, cleanses his colon. Pretty good looking, has a skincare regimen. We like this guy. I'm being funny, you guys. I'm sorry. I know it's not a joking matter. So this probably was, many of you had a soulmate that came in. I'm actually going to put him under the Emperor. Okay. We also had Taurus, the Hierophant. Well, he comes out as the, I'm going to move these. I don't want to move them too much. I'm going to hold one in my hand. He comes out next to this guy. So this guy is more traditional in values, or wants people to believe that he's traditional in values, but he may have some addictive tendencies that he's trying to hide. Maybe alcohol, maybe sexual addiction, maybe food addiction. He may just have some type of addiction that he's trying to hide. This can also be a female. The cards are not gender-based, right? This could be a female with heavy water placements who comes off as very traditional, but maybe has some addictions going on, may have a pill addiction, may have an alcohol addiction, may have a food addiction, may have a drug addiction, may have sex addiction, right? May have an addiction to helping people instead of recognizing their own things that they need to work on within themselves. That's an eye awakening moment, right? That comes up for a lot of us, right? A lot of us light workers need to look at ourselves and what we're not healing within ourselves, and stop spending so much time healing others and get our ass to yoga and biofeedback. And whoever this water sign is, they're carrying a heavy burden, heavy ass burden. We're going to find out what that is. For some of them, it's a younger air sign, but we'll see that they have to give money to or something like that. Put that down. Jesus of Nazareth, God, universe, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Mother Mary, I call you. And give me another one on this Emperor. Give me another one on this Emperor. Just on the Emperor. I just want the Emperor to be clarified. The Emperor, please. The Emperor. Too many. Strength, card of Leo. Oof. Someone could be a life path number 8. They could feel trapped with some bullshit they kept to themselves, possibly over a Leo. I'll tell you right now, and how many of you agree with me? Please hit the like button on the video if you agree with this. Divine Feminine, let me ask you a question. Oh, got Justice, card of Libra. Could be causing that Emperor a lot of stress. Yeah. Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. Thank you, Kimberly Turner. Maybe someone can't make up their mind, right? Could be between a Leo, Libra, water sign. Could be between a Leo and a Libra and the water sign knows. Could be, water sign showing up as fire energy. Yeah. For some of you, you're getting involved with someone that will never cut their past out. For some of you, this person was with their past for like 10 years, 20 years. For others of you, it's because of a money situation. Their past has a lot of money. A female energy, right? They see them as abundant. For some of you getting involved with a male, they see you as abundant. And you need to really keep an eye on your money, especially if you're a Libra or a Leo. Especially if you have strong Libra or Leo placements in your chart. And you would be a feminine energy. Wow. Wow. All right. We have the Ace of Cups. So this Emperor character that's looking over at someone that was in this energy. This is mental mind. We know my word. I'm trying not to cuss anymore. Mental mind fuckery, mental mind hell. This is not getting sleep, being trapped in your mind, ruminating thoughts. 5 of Swords is also because you think someone's cheating, you don't know the truth, whatever. Someone won't tell you the truth. This Emperor is looking over at this energy, and this came out reverse, thinking, okay, they're moving forward. They're not in that mental mind hell anymore. Well, this energy that they're looking over at shows us this. This is what they had to go through. I have a feeling this is this water sign underneath that shows up as a Knave of Chalices, a younger water sign, male or female. Scorpio, Death card. They were in 9 of Swords. A lot of times when I see people go through the 9 of Swords, I went through the 9 of Swords. I stayed in it over a year and a half. It was hell. Every single day and night in the darkest room of my house. Lost a lot of weight. Was about 97 pounds at 5'10". It was just a real dark time. I also built a business while I was in the 9 of Swords. I also probably only went to the grocery store when I was in the 9 of Swords, the gym on occasion. This is how this person's showing up now, Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles came out kind of sideways, okay? To get a Queen of Pentacles sideways or reversed, you have to push her into this. She has to go through this. For someone to be so pissed that even hearing your name makes them want to cry, right? Cry. I'm using the words cry because the Divine Masculine thinks you're angry, but really you're really sad. You're disappointed. You feel let down. You feel like someone purposely broke you. So this is what you had to go through to become this divine feminine. A lot of you have created businesses, or you're about to, and you know who you are. Tina, are you my client? Are you my client, Tina? I have a client, Tina. I'm just wondering if it's you. I know Web Team Management, you're one of my clients. Are you a client, Tina? Are you my client, Tina? It's okay. Nobody knows who you are. Oh, okay. It's not you. I was going to say, have you started your business we talked about? So we're in different cycles here, right? There's some of us who have completed a cycle by literally turning our back on an energy that put us like this. No truth, no clarity. It was 10 of Wands. We lost sleep, probably got our first gray hairs, didn't know what the hell was going on, went through a death and rebirth about 5,000 times, dark night of the soul, probably stayed there for too long. Some of us were lucky enough to tune into your angelic karma, and she got us the hell out of the dark night of the soul, man. She's a good one. And now we're this, right? We're this, and they see this. They know this. So here's this emperor trying to control a situation with lies or by withholding the truth. And he's looking over at all this like, God, she's really stepped up her game. Underneath him, we have a Knight of Chalices who shows up as the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant is the card of military. It's the card of tradition. It's also a Taurus card. It's also the card of marriage. Each card has about 100 different meanings. For some of you, feminine, this was you. Even though it's a Knave of Chalices and it looks like a man, you were a younger female water sign showing up, very conservative, that was offering to this emperor for a very long time, right? For others of you, this was a younger person with water in their chart that was offering to you for a very long time, and you were looking the other direction. I feel like there's real luck. If this is a male, younger male with water in his chart, and you have Scorpio, possibly Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart, and you went through like a process like this, where you just were in the darkest energy possible, and you felt like you were never going to get out, and you finally came out of it like this, I do feel like you fell in love with this person, this younger. I mean, who wouldn't? But I do feel like for some of you, you felt alone for so long. You may not have even spent much time with this person, but the fact that they were there for you if you needed them made you feel somewhat whole again. May have been like a false sense of wholeness. I don't think this person ever told you how they felt, and so you kind of just left it behind. I also think they may have had someone else involved. Let's ask. I mean, you've got the Ace of Cups here. I'm going to put the Ace of Cups back in the deck. Yeah, you may have been stuck in the past, or they may have been stuck on the past. Yeah, you may have been stuck on this person above. Sorry, I'm trying not to curse. Please, now for some of you, there's an intellectual property issue. There's an issue of this emperor who was stone cold, ice cold, barbarically cold, cruel, verbally abusive, some of you physically abusive to you, who used your kind, gentle, aquatic, watery nature, right? Male or female, your goodness, your true, your honesty, your sweetness, and is now trying to use that on another feminine energy like it's their own, like poor pitiful them. But you know, right? You've heard. For some of you, you have a lot of mutual friends with the feminine energy that is involved possibly with a partner that you were involved with, and you know everything. And you are just sitting back like, really? Yeah. High Priestess, card of Pisces, the know-all, see-all, the one who sees through the illusions, the one that will mirror your illusions back to you. She kind of has a smirk on her face. So there's someone who's arrogant here. Could be a Pisces. I'm a Pisces. She may have been in love with this emperor, right? She may have been in love with this emperor character, madly in love with him. And she may have been left out in the cold by him. For some of you, this is a different energy that has Pisces in their chart, and they see this emperor as being left out in the cold. And they're giving him advice, telling him to leave this gal. Now let's talk about the Queen of Pentacles. She came out a little bit sideways. She came out a little bit jacked up. Let's talk about her. Well, we already know she's been through a death and rebirth, dark night of the soul. She could have heavy Scorpio in her chart, right? We already know she was just confused, tore up. That's in reverse. She knows the truth. She gave herself the truth. We already know she went through the Nine of Swords energy for way too long, right? The Ten of Wands, heavy burdens that she fixed by herself, by the way. How? Well, she's the Queen of Pentacles. So how did she fix it by herself? Well, she didn't stay in the dark room here downstairs that I told you about, right? She got up and she focused on her pentacles, her money. Money. She focused on her money. She focused on getting rid of shit out of her home. She focused on being out in nature, sitting out under a tree, bawling her ass off, right? Taking naked dips in the cold ass ocean in the middle of the night, asking God to cleanse her of the bullshit she was being taken through. That's how she cleaned it up. Now, you may not have an ocean around you, but I'm sure you have a lake. Make sure there's no little alligators in there. You may not have access to a beautiful tree. You may be sitting in some snow. God, go out there naked and do a snow angel. Do whatever you have to do to shock your system into moving out of this. Please, oh my God, please get out of this. Please, please get out of this. Please move. Move your ass out of this. Move. Move. Drop it. Move. You can hate me tonight. You'll love me in a month. Okay. So, some of you may have some Pisces somewhere in your chart. We have the High Priestess. Now, what always amazes me in this card, she's holding up a mirror, but it's almost like a magnifying glass. It's like she's looking in there. Pisces can have a dream that can explain to them their entire situation and wake up the next day and know what's going on. They can go for months being clueless, and they can come in contact with someone like this little stud here that maybe lights a fire in them, and they can get a good night's sleep after not sleeping for, let's see, 9 months or so, 9 weeks, 9 years for some of you. And they can have an awakening. They can be taken under to the dark night of the soul and wake up from a good night's sleep in a dream and know exactly what's going on in their situation and what direction to move in. Apparently this one, okay, for many of you, right, it was moving into this. Self-sufficiency. It's 20 hours. I'm going to learn how to turn that off on my computer, or I'm going to have someone come over and do that if you guys heard that. So she moved into this. Now, here's what I love. So this emperor, this is how the cards came out. He's looking over at her, right? When she's not looking that direction. She feels energy though, right? Because she has this. She has this. She has some high priestess in her, high priestess, card of Pisces. So she also feels this because she does have the Two of Cups with this emperor, their past life connection. So whenever they've had this in several lives together. Sorry, I have lipstick on my finger. So whenever he comes near her, right, she feels it energetically and she may be turning her back to him. Well, why? Because what is he coming near her as? Look how he's arrogance, arrogance, arrogance. Look how his foot is crossed. This little ballerina slipper, right? It's like, own who you are. I don't care. Own your feminine qualities along with your masculine. I give zero, come towards me and tell me what you need, what you want, and what your desires are, and be real. He's not there. Okay, so let's move on like she's doing. And I'm telling you guys, we're coming up on a critical time. I think tomorrow's a very critical day, and I'm not bullshitting. I've watched quite a few readings, my favorite readers, two in particular that I think are absolutely dynamic and incredible. And if you don't know who my favorite readers are, I really like Queen of Cups. I like Your Angelic Karma. I like, you guys know I like Intuitive Pathways just because I think she does a great daily reading. There's a lot of readers I like. There's a lot of unknown readers I like. I love Sal because he deals in Vedic. But you guys also know that I believe you should watch all 12 of the signs because we all have those placements somewhere in our chart. And depending where the sun is, the sun right now is in Pisces. So depending on where the sun is, where's Pisces? What house in your chart is Pisces? Well, for some of you, it's Saturn. What is Saturn? It's your teacher. It's your past life. It's your past life, man. Tower, another card of Scorpio. What's this Tower going to be? I feel like this is future tense. Someone is having regrets right now. Got a 5. I have a feeling we're going to get another 5. Knave of Wands, younger, fiery energy, or someone that takes on those fiery qualities. Could even be a child, younger fire sign child. Two of Pentacles, the Moon. So something may have already started, a situation where someone began working with someone. Yeah. The Moon. This can be a celebration of some kind. We also know what it can be. Page of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. So let's clarify a few of these. I'm going to use a different deck. Then I'm going to draw some advice cards. Well, that doesn't mean it's good for you. SUO tech, that doesn't mean it's good for you. Okay? Depends on how it's being handled. Some are working with a younger fire sign or a younger air sign, or just less mature than you, less knowledgeable, because it's easier for them to handle because they don't have to have someone that's so like intelligent about life, and just saying. So for some of you, they knew that you were offering your love to someone else. Wow. Someone that was possibly offering their love to maybe a younger, fiery, pain in the ass energy. We have a Knight of Swords over here, male or female, Gemini energy, but this person was blindfolded. For some of you, they think it was your decision to make. We have again, Knave of Chalices or a Knight of Chalices. That would be this guy right here, right? And we have a Knight of Swords. That would be a Gemini. And they thought it was you that needed to make a decision of who you wanted to work with. You didn't feel that way. You felt abandoned by one person, and you felt like another person, although kind, had some other people they were working with. Something like that. Let's clarify this deeper. What else was hidden? What else was hidden? Tell me what else the Knight of Cups was hiding. Knight of Cups. They could have been guarding something, guarding money, guarding something, or they could have been holding on. Wow. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Cups. They could have been holding on to a Queen of Cups. Well, they made a judgment call on someone they left out in the cold. Someone they felt was a heavy burden. It could have been younger water sign or someone they saw as a less mature water sign than them. Well, they made someone else wait. Have strength card of Leo. Ooh. We also have a King of Wands. Page of Pentacles, the World. I just want to see what's behind the World real quick. Just kind of looking at a couple cards. See if we have that. Okay. So for some of you, there were quite a few of you that had a Queen of Cups they were trying to make a judgment call on. Okay, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, female. Had these chart placements. Let's see what the Knight of Swords, the Gemini energy, was hiding. This wants to pop out. Page of Swords. Younger air energy or immature air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the card of Libra here. Well, this person doesn't show up very good. Showed up as a Page of Swords and Justice. This isn't a queen, right? It's a page showing up as their sign, Libra. I just got to call it like it is. So that's what this Knight of Swords Gemini energy was hiding. Yeah, so they might have been in and out of this person's life, right? High Priestess, keeping things a secret, pretending to be single while giving to more than one person and breaking people's heart. And this would be the Gemini energy. Yeah. Made him feel victorious too. We have a Six of Wands and a Page of Pentacles. But you know, this person is showing up as a page and a knight. This isn't a king or an emperor. And then whose heart were they breaking? Well, we have the Queen of Pentacles again with the Hierophant. I can't make this shit up. Look. Queen of Pentacles, Hierophant. Just like over here, someone with very traditional values and someone who worked to get themselves out of this bullshit mess. Cannot make this up. Cannot make this up if I tried. Love this. Love when you have all the answers. And there's the Emperor. And right behind the Emperor, we have the Juggler. And right behind the Juggler, we have the Lovers, the card of Gemini. And right behind the Gemini, we have the Sun card of Leo. And right behind that, we have the Empress with the Two of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. And behind that, we have the Moon. So if you were dealing with a Queen of Pentacles, with a Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with Earth in their chart, or someone who took on those properties, you know, possibly highly creative. We have the Empress here. That was who your Two of Cups was with. That was where your Ten of Pentacles, your money lies. That was where your manifestation lies, your manifestation capabilities, your growth. But you kept too many secrets. So you guys, this is pretty good reading, I think. I just want to if you do have water in your chart or earth and you're feminine, keep focusing on what you're focusing on. Do not focus on this, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because I think that they're looking at the seeds they planted with you. They definitely see the Tower moment and where they made mistakes. And they may be communicating with you that there is a third party that is no longer in the picture. They may have moved away, or they may have been dealing with a Cancerian, may have been dealing with an Aquarian, or someone with those chart placements. Hell, they may have been married. We have the Three of Pentacles working together, Nine of Swords, Five of Wands, Ten of Cups, King of Pentacles, King of Wands. I think you have a few options. If you're a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, you recently had a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius walk into your life that has nothing to do with this drama. And I think tomorrow's a very critical time. You may decide to walk away from all of this. For some of you, the divine masculine, as low as your self-esteem is, divine feminine, for some of you, okay, so who said that? Google user, I hope he moved away. Is that what you said? As you think you will become. So I hope you're serious when you type that. Because if you put that energy out there, you're going to get that energy back. Okay, so if you really love someone and you really want to manifest at least an explanation, I would delete that and put something more loving. Put a different energy out there, because I'm pretty intuitive and I don't feel you feel that way. I'm calling your bluff. How's that? Calling your bluff, sister or brother or whoever you are. How's that? You can answer me below. Call my bluff. Yep, we're all calling you out. We're all here to support you, but we're calling you out. Be grateful for the lessons, right? I did go there. I'm sorry, I did go there. I have to call people out when I think they're FOS, full of shit, because Takes one to know one, you know? I've hidden my feelings before because I was in pain. Still do, still do. Acting like I don't care, trying to be cooler than I am, right? Acting like I don't give a shit, and then crying myself to sleep. It happens, right? We all do that. Soften and round, right? Soften and round. I mean, we have major endings here. I'm not even going to bullshit. These endings are for this lifetime. The world, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, the Divine Masculine, especially this Emperor type character, someone who's taking on a controlling, macho bravado, he wants to be single. Nine of Pentacles, Emperor, just let that go. Look at it as time wasted, right? This is a person you probably put a lot of time and effort into so he could go and use that energy on someone else. And know this person will never, ever, ever get you out of his heart and mind. Ever. Ever. And maybe it's like Queen of Cups says, 10 years ago, 10 years from now, they wake up in a cold sweat with regrets and reach out to you. And you're like, what? Who is? So I think this person has so many secrets. I also think they were so in and out of your life that even though you guys have these beautiful freaking cards between you, look at this. Two of Cups, Six of Wands, card of victory, Two of Cups, total past life, soulmate, relationship. They see it as too heavy of a burden. Really, if there's a Libra involved, we've got the Justice card behind it, which is a Libra. That's the heavy burden. That's going to end up being that. So let them learn this karmic lesson. We have the Queen of Cups next, who has cut through the bullshit. There could have been a Queen of Wands involved, or she took on the Queen of Wands energy, in her power, moving forward, doing the best she can. Chariot is moving forward, looking out to a new beginning. Does have feelings of nostalgia. Someone could be looking in on her. We have the Hermit, someone with Virgo in their chart. Someone could want to communicate. Wow. Queen of Cups has the Two of Cups, and whoever this is has the Ace of Cups for her. Wow. Can't make this shit up. We have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. W could be of significance to you. There's a W on this card. Ace of Cups and Two of Cups are pretty good cards. Four of Wands, that's the card of marriage. So either this person is married to someone, or they married and divorced someone, or that's the big secret, or this person really does love you. So, you'll figure that out. For others of you, you're going to get some information that is painful and it's going to leave you feeling like this. And you're just going to have to work through your shit and build something that gets you out of this. Plain and simple. I hate to be tough love. I'm a triple water sign. We're supposed to be full of love and compassion. But bite the bullet and pull yourself up by the bootstraps, ladies. It's time. Big girl panty time. Got that Gemini again. Knight of Swords. God, he's a pain in the ass, isn't he? Especially when he has this stuff going on. Three of Cups reversed. So there could have been a third party that's no longer, right? Someone could have had a... So Page of Wands can be a child, right? Younger, could be an Aries, Leo, Sag child, or someone could have gotten involved with the younger Aries, Leo, Sag, strong Leo vibes, I feel, or Sag, strong Sag vibes, and they could have been a pain in the ass to get rid of, right? Someone could have had a one-night stand with someone and couldn't get rid of them. Person could be a Gemini. right? Gemini could have had a one-night stand with someone and now they can't get rid of them. Maybe someone feels guilty about something. Wow. Someone could have had this, right? King of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, but all they did is cause conflict and Nine of Swords. Instead of working together with someone in peace, they cut someone out. Male or female, Queen of Swords cuts someone out. Okay, why do I only have 106 likes on this video and there's 205 of you in the room? That kind of upsets me. I'm sorry, 210. I'll wait to start talking till I at least have 150. I'll wait because it helps the channel. Also, make sure that you're subscribed, please. I would appreciate it greatly because I've been on here for almost 2 hours of my own free time. Thank you to all of those lovely people who have donated. I appreciate you. I'll wait. I'll wait till it goes to 150. We've got the Empress next. Someone working hard on a business. Empress. I feel like this is the Queen of Cups energy we had out before. This is creativity. Okay, you guys, listen. I love each and every one of you. Let's pull a couple advice cards. Be compassionate. I feel like for the majority of the females, I think the divine masculine are really scared of how angry you are. And I think a lot of you have let that anger go and a lot of you haven't. Definitely if you have air in your chart, heavy air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, there's some anger there. Also, if someone's frequenting the places that you frequent, your grocery, your gym, or something like that, that's just because they're too afraid to speak to you. If they live across town and they're showing up to grocery shop, that that there's obviously they want to speak to you and they're too scared to do it. They're afraid you'll pull a kitchen knife or something. If you bump into someone, say hello, be kind, be calm, right? Listen, right? Don't cut someone off, right? I find that these things have horrible timing too, don't they? But tomorrow's a powerful day. Okay, that wants to come out. The word wants to be written. These are soul contracts, you guys, that want to be written. Look at the butterflies. A lot of mascara wasted there. I'm joking, you guys, but seriously, a lot of tears cried, right? Purple is a powerful color. I feel like for both the masculine and the feminine, purple is a powerful color. Also gold. Try to think of the most beautiful time you had with this person, a time that you could really curl up in their arms and I have something in my eye, you guys. It's driving me nuts. I'm so sorry. Do watch the video from the beginning. The first hour is probably the most powerful. But a time that you could curl up in their arms and really a time that you felt safe and protected, a time where you knew that, everything was okay, where you trusted them, where they trusted you. And whether you're trying to just manifest peace, softly, softly, the tender touch. Some of you have something beautiful like a headpiece or something that you wear that you need to break out. A pair of earrings, something. This card reminds me of the world with the background. Spirals of manifestation. 8 and a 1 is a 9. Some of you could be dealing with a life path number 8 or a 1 or a 9. So someone is dealing with a divine masculine that maybe their finances aren't doing well and they don't want to tell you. And maybe they're seeing you manifest and they don't want to come to you and tell you what's going on. That just came to me. So send them an open door to communicate with you and only respond with simple sentences of love. Men like short sentences. Proven, scientific fact. Did you know that? I look back at some of the emails I sent to a person I used to date, and I was just like, oh my God, what was I thinking writing these storybooks? Text messages, emails, I feel like a different person. I want to go, I really do want to hide in embarrassment when I see them. Men like short sentences. Send them one line. But I feel like for most of us divine feminine, we will not be reaching out to the divine masculine unless they reach out to us, especially if you were someone that was walked away from. It's not your responsibility. Someone is showing the divine masculine that yes, they can manifest. They have the power, that you believe in them. You always believed in them. For some of you, they miss your kiss, they miss your lips, they like your bone structure, they like the way you look from the side, they like your ability to manifest. For some of you, it's your eyes. For some of you, they're in something new and it's shocking and it's not as exciting as they thought it would be. They could be with a life path number 6. We have a 6 here, a 4 and a 2 here, which makes a 6. It's not what they thought it would be. It could be with a life path number 3. It's not what they thought it would be. I want to know what the fire sign females, what are the fire sign females going through? Show me what the fire sign females are. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, also the cusp of. Free from judgment, free to love. 3, 9, 12. Fire sign females are fine. Water. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. I want to shuffle the cards more for water because I didn't shuffle. Someone's super intuitive here. Heaven sent. Your person could think you were heaven sent. They could think you are an angel. They could think you're the devil too. 33. 33. That's my favorite number. Someone resonates you with the number 3. Let's do one more for water. Releasing alliances. Card number 10. Endings. Letting go, going within, learning to love yourself again. She has gold bangles on. I used to have a killer set of gold bangles. Oh my God, she has beetles all over her. Beetles are rebirth. For some of you water signs, you're not allowing the rebirth to come through. You're still wearing the mask. Fuck. I remember when a beetle came on my window when I first went through, when all of this first began, God, almost 2 years ago, when I was in a relationship, and this huge beetle was like green, purple, blue. I remember I looked it up and the spiritual meaning of a beetle came up. And it was on my upstairs bedroom window on the screen. And I was freaking out, making sure it wasn't on the inside, it was on the outside. For some of you, you are not allowing this rebirth to come through, and it's time, and it's about to hit you. You're about to get some truth, and it's going to but for some of you, it hasn't been your fault. You've not gotten the slap down that you truly need. And I don't mean that to be cruel. I'm a triple water sign. I don't feel like I need to be slapped down any more than I have. I feel like I've went through hell. But for some of you, you're going to get a truth that's going to break you. And that breaking is going to be your opening. I want one more card for that. This wants to come out, and this always comes out for water signs, against the grain. What is against the grain? It's seeing things in a different way, wanting the world to go vegan, wanting people to honor plants and animals and the earth. Big, bold visions. 3 and a 1 is a 4. Receiving. 7 and 2 is a 9. You haven't received in so long. For some of you, you need to do an ayahuasca. I have a video on that. I've done 2 on Andrea Cox TV. If you go over there, you can look it up in the search. This reminds me of ayahuasca, drinking the medicine, the plant medicine. It's intense. Make sure you do your research. There's been a couple people who have passed away recently, so do your research, find a good shaman. This just reminds me so much of ayahuasca. It also reminds me of receiving after you've not received love and affection and sex and nourishment in so long. Some of you are very self-conscious about your bodies. You haven't worked out like you used to. You don't feel as good about yourself. You're about to. Some of you, it's music, sound healing. Music is healing for your soul. Play some old music tonight. Defend to the end the worthwhile. 3, 4, 5. 3 and a 2 is a 5. Someone you've had a lot of conflict with. You are supposed to defend to the end, or they are supposed to defend you. I have a feeling if they're not defending you, you're not going to defend them. Okay. Earth signs, earth sign women. I want a card for earth sign women. I feel like we've got more women in the, sorry, men. Earth sign women. Follow your own rhythm. Card number 5. You've been in something that's had a lot of conflict. Follow your own rhythm. Some of you are going to be single. Power of attraction. Card number 13. 3 and a 1 is 4. Some of you see the honesty and goodness in a person, and they see it in you, but they think you hate them. They're scared to come forward. You hold the world in your hands. Some of you wish you would have opened up to someone like this. You love this person so much, but you both wore so many masks. I just feel like mask after mask after mask after mask after mask falling on the floor. Some of you have spent so many lifetimes with this person. Come to life, paint the color back into your skin. Come to life, you've been dead too long, come to life. Something about Bali, there's a monkey here. Restore and replenish. Some of you are exhausted. Air sign women with heavy air placements. Show me. Big bold vision. Card 15. 5 and a 1 is 6. There's a masculine that is maybe a little bit complacent and bored with a feminine air sign. It's not as exciting as they thought it would be. Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Got that beetle on the throat chakra. You can't express this. It's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius female is the card I'm pulling for. It's like he, she, someone needs more inspiration than what they're getting from this. The masculine knows that what is already with him, 7 and a 1 is an 8. What was with him maybe prior to this air sign, if he's with an air sign. Could be life path number 7, life path number 1, or 7 and a 1 is an 8. This could be a life path number 8 person. Butterflies are of significance. What he let go, what was already with him, is where he's supposed to be. He knows this now. He sees the person he was with. Who got this? Did water get this? Did fire or water get this? Who got this? Water got it, right? Who got this, you guys? Who got this? 3-3. Who got water, right? Water? Yeah, so if there is an air sign with an air sign, and they were previously with a water sign, they now know that what is already with you, what was with them originally was heaven sent. So regardless if this returns to union or not, you can be assured, if this is your scenario, that they know they fucked up. If you are a Cancerian, a Pisces, a Scorpio, and you're dealing with air, they know. They know because there's a mind connection, there's an intuitive connection. I love you guys. Links in the description box below, and I will finish up the first half of April. Yes, April readings. My birthday is March 19th. I'm super stoked for my birthday. I love every year that comes. I'm one of those women that celebrates her birthday like a 4-year-old princess. So it is my birthday month. Yes, I take gifts. I love you guys. Bye. Love you. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I love you. Goodbye.